It was cold. I mean, it's 50 degrees outside, but I had it at 75. I moved it to 66. It is Thursday, March 30th, 2023. Dude, I was writing 2024. I was gonna say, I don't know if you're familiar, but of course I don't know. I don't even know who's watching. So, of course I don't know. I don't. Unless I know you. Even then, I still don't know. But, sorry, my fucking body hurts so bad today. So bad. Oh, my neck. My spine. Oh, I just want to be stretched. So, if you're familiar with who Silvia Brown is, and if you're not, go look her up. She wrote several books, and she was on several talk shows. In the 90s, she was super popular for, I guess, her psychic abilities and her connection to the spirit world, communicating with people that have passed. Seeing ghosts, all that stuff, whatever you want to call it. I've read a couple of her books. One of them, my favorite, that I have, is her book about prophecies, where she talks about the things that she prophesizes for the future. Now, she wrote this book in the 90s. And a couple of the things that she talked about have already occurred. One of them was 2020. She talks about how in 2020, suddenly some sickness or something was going to happen, which was going to suddenly change the world, and then suddenly disappear. And then come back 10 years later. Okay. She also talked about in 2024, we would experience acid rain. We're in 2023 now, and there's already talks about acid rain, right? Apparently, it's going to get, according to Silvia anyways, it's going to get so bad that it's going to affect our crops, and it's going to burn our skin, and we're going to have to wear protective gear outside, and establish new ways of growing things, probably grow houses, stuff like that. So I've been on the search for acid rain resistant material ever since I read that in that book in 2020. It was probably before 2020. It was probably 2019 when I read it. But I haven't found any because I don't know what to Google, and I don't know exactly how to word it, how to find it. If you find it, please add a comment so I can find some, so I can make my own rain jacket. I want to make a rain jacket for my dog too. I kind of want to get ahead of this before it happens, if it happens. If it does happen, I want to be prepared. It sounds like it's already starting to happen. But if it gets as bad as Silvia Brown says in her book, then it's going to affect the world indefinitely, like for a long time. And eventually the ozone layer and just in general our ecosystem will be affected. And it's all based off of centuries of shit that we've been doing to contribute to it, right? Already. Rain is just shit from the earth, right? Goes back up, comes back down, goes back up, comes down. So we're just getting like karma, I guess. And in her book, she talks about cities creating domes to survive under and to be able to control our own ecosystems, right? Our own crops, shit like that. And then at some point in the future, I forget what year it is, but she talks about how there will be a point where criminals and people that the domes do not agree with get kicked out of the domes to go survive on their own. Or to die, whatever. And that this happens for like 50 years or so. Is it 50? Or maybe I'm talking about 2050. I don't have my dates right. Okay, go read the book if you really want to know. Don't take my word for it. So these people that get cast out of the domes, the outcasts, the people that are kind of going against things, and who were determined to maybe just be dead after that, actually end up learning how to farm and survive in this environment. And so when the rest of us who are living in these domes start running out of our resources, we have to venture out to purchase crops and things from these outcasts. So it actually ends up backfiring, and then all the people that who learn to live off the land without the domes end up being like the future farmers. So when the time comes, don't worry, okay? If you get kicked out of the dome, don't worry. If you survive, you're gonna be rich. So I want to prepare to live outside of the dome, okay? I would love to get a piece of land, get a bunch of acid resistant shit, start growing my own crops, figure out how to survive outside of the dome. I know it sounds like a movie, but I'm not gonna ignore it, you know? I'm not gonna be like stupid and say it's not gonna happen, because so much has already happened that is ridiculous. I don't put anything past the future of what this planet is capable of, but what people are capable of also. And people are capable of amazing and horrible things. I would like to be a part of that amazing part of life, to protect myself from the horrible people and those that I love. I think that everyone in the back of their head is kind of preparing from some sort of Armageddon. Like collectively, we're always kind of thinking and preparing, and that can't be by coincidence, okay? That can't just be straight fear. There's got to be some sort of spiritual push, or intuition or something for us to kind of prepare for the future, or maybe just to set shit up for the next generation to survive. Whatever it may be, that's where I'm at right now. I'm all about learning how to survive outside of societal norms. We'll see. We'll see how well that goes. And of course, if we still have internet, you're gonna see. I'm gonna share. Not my location, but I will share the progress.